If you find yourself in court fighting your traffic ticket using a factual defense, you better come prepared because traditionally, these are the weakest of arguments. Welcome. My name is David Jolly. The defense that you did not commit a traffic ticket based on your own testimony that it didn't happen is traditionally weak. During my time as a prosecutor, I heard thousands of defendants argue that they didn't do it, that they didn't speed, that they did signal, that they did come to a complete stop, and so forth. The minute I heard this defense, I typically knew the argument would fail, and I would sit back and listen, then attack this approach during my oral argument. Very few defendants prevail using this approach. That being said, these arguments can win if you approach them in the correct manner. You need to prepare, and the argument will be much stronger if the officer's notes lack detail. For instance, if you're arguing that you were not speeding and the officer cited you for speeding based on pacing your vehicle, the lack of detail in the officer's notes can be defeated by you supplying testimony that attacks this very lack of detail. Instead of speaking in generalities or hypotheticals, let's look at some examples where a factual defense may work. The factual defense is the most commonly used defense in traffic court by non-lawyers. The first example, which is from a former case of mine, is when the law enforcement officer cited a person for failing to stop at a stop sign. The problem is that there was no stop sign at the intersection. In this case, take photos of the location and be sure the street names are visible. Take this photo to court and argue your case. The second example is again a mistake by the officer. This person was cited for speeding 35 miles per hour in a 25 mile per hour zone. The problem is that it was a 25 mile per hour zone. Be sure you go back, take photos and a video if necessary, and take this evidence to court. Again, if you wish to use this factual defense, you must prepare ahead of time. Attack the officer's lack of detail and give testimony that adds information or facts where the officer lacked such descriptions. Simply saying something did not happen is rarely enough to prevail in a court of law. Please click on the link in the description below for your free guide on how to dismiss your traffic ticket. And for more videos on how to beat a traffic ticket in court, please subscribe to this channel.